Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has declared that the military will move to eliminate what he called Hamas's remaining strongholds in Gaza City and central Gaza refugee camps, including al-Mawasi. Speaking in occupied Jerusalem, Netanyahu said Hamas's refusal to disarm has left Israel with no choice but to complete the job and defeat the group after nearly 2 years of war. Netanyahu also laid out 5 principles for ending the war: the disarmament of Hamas, the release of all Israeli detainees, a fully demilitarized Gaza, firm Israeli security control over the territory, and the establishment of a non-Israeli civil administration. The Prime Minister reiterated Israel's intent to maintain a security buffer zone along the Gaza border and confirmed that Gaza would remain under Israeli oversight post-conflict. Britain, Denmark, France, Greece and Slovenia condemned Israel's plan to seize Gaza City, warning it risks violating international law and endangering civilians. They urged Israel to reverse the decision immediately and lift restrictions on aid to prevent further humanitarian disaster. The UK said the military escalation will deepen suffering and displacement without securing hostage releases. France condemned the plan's severe humanitarian impact and called for a permanent ceasefire and open crossings for aid. A new humanitarian convoy from Egypt's Red Crescent crossed into Gaza, bringing essential food, medical supplies and fuel to residents amid worsening conditions caused by months of war. The convoy, part of Zed al-Izah initiative, entered through the Rafah crossing and was inspected by Israeli forces before delivery. Over 2 million Palestinians in Gaza face severe shortages due to Israeli restrictions and prolonged conflict, with the health ministry reporting over 200 deaths from starvation and malnutrition. The entry followed a 10-hour ceasefire announced by Israeli forces to facilitate aid deliveries. Gaza's government media office has reported that only 1,210 aid trucks entered the territory over the past 14 days, just 14% of the 8,400 trucks actually needed. Aid groups say at least 600 trucks are required daily to address the worsening humanitarian crisis caused by Israel's restrictions. Most of the aid trucks, officials claim, faced looting amid what they describe as a deliberate policy to engineer starvation and chaos to weaken Palestinian resilience. Over the 2 weeks, the daily average of aid trucks allowed into Gaza was just 86, far below the minimum needed to meet urgent demands. Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz has announced the military will stay deployed in Jenin, Tulkarem and Nur Shams refugee camps in the occupied West Bank at least until the end of this year. The move follows months of intense raids earlier this year, which displaced tens of thousands and caused numerous casualties. Katz described the operations as a security success and confirmed the ongoing military presence by order. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir has called on the Israeli government to abolish the Palestinian Authority, describing it as a terror authority. In a post on X, Ben-Gvir urged Prime Minister Netanyahu to take action immediately against what he called Abu Mazen's fantasies of a Palestinian state. Leader of the ultra-nationalist Jewish Power Party, Ben-Gvir, has also previously advocated for the voluntary migration of Gaza's population.